Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us share some education together. Before we start, like I noticed there is some Muslims in the chat as usual, but the second I say something in the text like you like to call me, they ignore. As an example, we have Mr. House of Saudi in the chat, and he is he is going all over the place, and he is willing to answer all of you. But for some reason, House of Saudi, we asked him, do you like to call me? He did not answer. So, Mr. House of Saudi, I will start with you. Even our program today have a title. But, I will use your words as an example of how Muslims, they do not know their God. Let us start with you saying that Allah does not enter His creation. Allah does not enter His creation. My experience with Muslims, that I never saw a Muslim, he knew his religion. And you will see that immediately when we start answering this people. I am from Indonesia, how I can call? You cannot unless you are a Muslim. Only Muslims can call me. Let us start with this Muhammadan and prove to you that zero Muslim, he understands Islam. Zero. Muslims are not Muslims. Muslims are fake people who pretend to know and to be Muslims. This is House of Saudi and his text. I just take a screenshot of it and we will see together what he said. Allah S-A-S-W-T. First of all, have you ever heard of religion? They add pray on Allah. What does S-A-W-T mean? Are you going to pray on Allah, or what does that mean? What does S-A-W-T mean exactly? Very funny, weird people. They don't even know who's God. They don't know what the word God means. And look what he said. Allah does not enter His creation. That's wonderful. That means your prophet is a fraud. Because your prophet, he said in the Hadith, that Allah, He come down. And the Quran says that too. Isn't it the Quran says, then Allah, after He finished the earth, then He went up to the sky. So what He was. If He is not in the top of His throne, He was where? Muslims are the most funny people ever. I never saw a Muslim, he tell us about his religion and I don't die laughing. So listen carefully. His prophet saying, let us switch. This is your God, Mr. House of Saudi. And you just confirmed to us that your prophet is a fraud. Because it's your prophet who said that Allah, He go down every night at the third part of the night to the lowest heaven. Where Allah, He live? In the top of the seventh heaven. Where He's going down? To the lowest heaven. So how you say to us, Allah do not enter His creation, and He is inside His creation? So now the question is, who is the dummy? The followers or the prophet? Obviously the prophet, because House of Saudi, he knew what he's talking about. The prophet is stupid. I agree. You Muslims, you go to the Christian, you say to them, how God enter His creation, brother? God does not enter His creation, brother. And this guy, he is a man, he have a mustache, he have a beard. So all his life, look at him. And he is dressing as an Arab. Suppose he's an Arab. Okay. So this guy, for how many times he repeated in his life that Allah does not enter His creation? All his life he was saying that to his wife, to his son, to his daughter, to his mommy, to his daddy, to his neighbor, to everybody. In 2 seconds we got you busted. Where are you, Mr. House of Saudi? Why your text is not there? What happened? Did you flee? Did you decide to take a hike? Your text was running like a crazy before I show up. Now suddenly I don't see your text. I want your answer. If Allah does not enter inside His creation, is the heaven of Allah His creation? Is going between heaven 7 to 1 down, is entering the creation? No. You will say no, right? People will laugh. I'll give you time. How come? You are searching Google? Guys, he will answer me, give me time. What about you call me live? And by the way, you know, we share our support and our prayer for the Christian Indonesia, or the terrorists of Muhammad. They attack a church, as we know. And why I'm not surprising, I mean, this is what the fruit of Muhammad is. The filthy Muhammad, he have to strike and bite. So don't blame the Muslims, blame the filthy, the head of the snake, Muhammad. He is the biggest terrorist. I'm waiting for you, House of Saudi. How come suddenly you need time to answer? Turkey al Sheikh? Oh, okay. Another potato. A rich man who do not know what to do with his money. Is football halal? No. But the Saudi, they support football, they buy football teams, you know, they enjoy European, you know, blondie girls. Are you searching, my friend? What happened? You were like an answering machine a minute ago before I show up, and like defeating the Christians supposedly with your answer. Now you are searching. Let me search. Give me time to answer you. I mean, do you need even time for this? Look, your prophet said that Allah, he come down every night in the third part of the night. And here we need to ask a question: what kind of God he work as a yo-yo? I mean, I feel sorry for this God. You see, God in Christianity, he came to us, let us say, a few times through the history of mankind. He came to Abraham, he came as Jesus Christ. So, but God, he keep coming up and coming down every night. I mean, this is a yo-yo. So your God, from now on, we should not call him Allah, we should call him yo-yo. Look, until now he is searching for an answer. So until you find the answer, which you will not find, you know, and you will not answer anything because now you do not know what to say. And remember, even the Quran says that Allah, he was in the tree and he spoke from the tree. Allah is a tree. The Muslim, they will say to me, oh, this is the Bible says that the God of Moses, Yahweh, he said to him, I am Yahweh, I am who I am, from the tree. So is God in the tree? Well, hold on. For us, we believe that God is a spirit. For us, we believe that God can be anything he wants. He can appear as a fire, but he is not really a fire. He can appear as a bird if you want, but he is not really a bird. He can appear, you know, as whatever, anything he wants. Because he's almighty. You see, almighty means you can do anything you want. It's not up to you to decide what God can do or not. Either he's almighty or he's not. But when we see Muslims, they say to us that Allah cannot enter his creation. And then we find that Allah is speaking from the tree. Huh? And the Quran is very clear. To the point the Quran says that the tree where Allah was located is a blessed tree. Okay? The location of it is blessed, is Mubarak. Read carefully. So when Moses, he come to the tree, he said, or he heard a voice was heard from the right bank of the valley, from a tree in a holy ground. From where? From a tree. From where? From a tree. So where the voice coming from? From a tree. O Moses, verily I am Allah, the Lord of the world. So if I read this verse carefully, Allah is the tree, because the tree is speaking, saying, I am Allah. You see the voice coming from where? From the tree, not from the bushes, between the bushes, no. It says in Arabic, min ash-shajara, min ash-shajara. Not from between the branches of the shajara or the leaves, no. From the tree, the voice is coming. So the talking tree says, I am Allah. So based on this verse, I can say Allah is a tree, but I'm not going to play this. I mean, this would be silly, right? I mean, we know that the Muslims don't believe that Allah is a tree. The Muslims, they believe Allah is an octopus. As an example, he have two hands and they are located in the right side. He have one shin, but they didn't know about the other shin, what happened to it. Maybe he lost it in Taliban war in Afghanistan. They knew that Allah have 5 fingers, but you know, I mean, You are misquoting the hadith. Okay, he descend, he command and mercy. Guys, the word descend is command and mercy. Look at the answer. There we go. You see how they fabricate? Muslims, they don't believe in Muhammad word. Suddenly he take a words of somebody, but not Muhammad saying that. Your prophet, he said Allah, he descend. Suddenly it descend his command and mercy. So why your prophet didn't say the command of Allah and the mercy? Let me show everybody how stupid what you just said. Isn't it Allah, he says in the Quran that Allah, he gave his order to the angels, and they are the one who operate, and they are the one who deliver his mercy, and they are the one who descend? Isn't it the Quran saying that? And it take them 1,000 years to deliver? This is against the Quran. So the stupid who gave you this answer, Sheikh Muhammad ibn Salih, is an idiot. Because the Quran say the following. Let us read the Quran. Remember, Saudi, you are talking to Christian Prince. You are no match and your sheikhs are potatoes. Read carefully. This was stupid website. All right. Why you don't call me a Saudi? So we can laugh and people, they can enjoy this this comedy. All right. And you know, people, they can hear your side of the story. Let us see. And now you will go and find different answer to fight what I just said, because what I'm going to show you is very embarrassing. Guys, Allah here, he is talking about his mercy. His mercy descend. What is mercy? Is an object to descend? I mean, how stupid this statement is. The mercy descend. Why? Mercy is a person. Is it a piece of a plastic or a piece of wood? So what kind of idiot he says to you that mercy descend? Read carefully. This is chapter 32, verse number 5. He rules all affairs from the heaven to the earth. In the end will all affairs go up to him in a day, a space wherefore will be 1,000 years your rocking, or your count. So the affair go down, those are the angels. And you can read the interpretation. If we go here, the verse before it says, it is he who created the heaven and the earth and all between them in 6 days. And look here, translation here, how false it is. And is firmly established on the throne. Does it say that? No. It says, and then he went up to heaven. Istawa. Change the translator. You will see how the Quran changed. This is Yusuf Ali. So Allah was in the earth for 6 days. Who was in the heaven then? Nobody. Who was in the throne? Nobody. The throne was empty. Read carefully here. We just changed the translator and the Quran changed. Look at this miracle. The corrupted Islamic religion by Muslims. Allah is he who created the heaven and the earth, and what is between them, or between in 6 days. Okay. Then he stawa, then he rose over to the throne. So what he was down. So the sheikh who told you what he told you is an idiot, my friend. He do not know what he's talking about. But I will tell you why he said that. He's trying to find a solution to the stupidity of Muhammad and what he's saying. It's contradiction for everything. In one hand, the Muslim Sunni, they try to say Allah is a physical being. In the same time, they say he cannot be inside of the creation. But you idiot. The second you say is a physical being. Physical being, he need a physical, he needs space. As long as he is a physical being, it means there's a physical space. So when you say Allah have a hand, okay, the hand is located and inside what? I mean, do you even use your brain? When I say Allah have a hand, okay, the hand is exist where? It have to be exist inside a space then, because it's a hand. You know what I mean? If Allah have a shin, that's mean Allah is a physical being. The Muslim Sunni, they agree, by the way, Allah is a physical being. Okay, as long as a physical being, the physical being have to be inside a space, a physical space. Even if it's empty, still is considered a space. So when the Muslim, they say to us, Allah have a hand, Allah have a shin, Allah have all the drama, you know, Allah. Okay, Allah hand, Allah shin, Allah ballam, Allah lalla. Where they go? Where he put them? He put them inside the microwave. Huh? What we would do with Allah?
Okay, the second question of Rami was, when people pray and say, oh Allah Azza wa Jalla.
Let's move the video a little bit. Watch the video, what he say. Just to show you that those people, they do not know what they are worshipping.
Don't devote 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day to the Quran. No, devote more, an hour and a half to recite the Quran and to learn what it says at the same time. Now, in the Quran, Surah Al-Rahman, Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. Everything will be perished except Allah Azza wa Jalla. And here Allah Azza wa Jalla is...
Liar, it doesn't say except Allah Azza wa Jalla, except the face of Allah. So Allah will cut his hand, Allah will cut his feet, Allah will cut his... This is what it says, except your Allah face, so everything will be destroyed. So Allah will, what he will do with his leg, it says only the face of Allah. They say that when he say only the face of Allah, they mean the existence of Allah. But look, he is showing us that Allah has a face. As long as Allah he mentioned his face, that means the only thing will stay is the face. But anyway, let it go. Tell us more about Allah.
He's referring to himself by saying that his face will remain, which means Allah Azza wa Jal, subhanahu wa ta'ala, will not perish.
Okay, so Allah have a face, it's a physical face. If Allah cannot enter his creation, that's mean Allah is entering different creation. Remember, Muslims, Christians, Hindu, Jews, Buddhas, atheists, potato, tomato, whoever you are. Huh? This guy, he said, Allah does not enter as a creation. As long we discover that Allah have a face, and Allah does not enter his creation, obviously the creation we have is not the creation of Allah. Because as you see, he's entering the creation. And when Allah have a head, and have ears, and have a tongue, and have lips, and have eyes, and he don't enter his creation according to this man, that's mean Allah is entering different creation. Maybe this is in the, the back of somebody who rebooter, Maybe he is in the, like in the witch magic box. Because Allah does not enter his creation, he must then, we need to find him a space, because now we discover that he is a physical being. Continue, Sheikh, tell us more about your Allah.
He is the first without a beginning, and he's the last without an ending. Azza wa Jal. He's the creator of the all.
Yeah, he's the creator of everything. There's no proof. By the way, do you see, let me tell you, there's something I did just yesterday, but this is between us, and don't please ask me for proof. Do you see the moon? Do you see the moon? You see, like, look at the moon. If it's night for you, like if you live in Asia right now, it's night time. Do you know this moon? This is not the true moon. I created another moon, and I took the first moon and I replaced it with the other moon. Prove me wrong. And not only that, brother, I split the moon when you are asleep. Yeah, I split it two parts, and I made like I put it in the microwave, I grow it. Don't you see, there's tons of video that says it grow from seeds. So I took some seed from the moon, I grow it, I put it there, I took the original moon, and now I'm going to sell it in eBay. Everybody can say, my God, they created everything. But have you ever heard of a God, he created everything, yet he claimed that the sperm became a dead blood, and then the dead blood became a baby? Have you ever heard of a God, he says the sperm coming from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman? What about a God, he thinks that hail is coming from mountains in heaven? I do that too. I used to work as God part-time, you know, like I mean the old day in the time of the Greek people. So I used to like, hey, the Greek people, they get hot in July. So I say, okay, Greek people, you know, invoke me. I am, you know, Tontos, whatever his name, and then I will break hail for you and throw it at you. This is a true story. It's not Muhammad stealing from the Greek people. No, it's obviously a true story. God, he break hail from mountains in heaven and he throw it at us. Proven to be true. Or what about a God who he said the sun set in murky water and the prophet confirmed that. Let us continue. Okay, tell us about me. Until now, we did not start with the topic, by the way. We will go to the topic, but we are just showing you how silly this religion is, that every single follower of this religion do not know who is their God.
What you see and what you do not see, and he's not created, and he does not die, and he does not have an...
How he can die if he does not exist? You Muslims sound like an atheist. He come to me to prove to me that God does not exist. I mean, look, hold on. How stupid the idea is that you want to prove to me that he does not exist if he does not exist. How you can do that? So, guys, he's not created. Who do not die. Well, he's dead. Prove me wrong. The proof that Allah is dead, Jesus came 600 before Muhammad, 600 years. How many prophets Allah he sent between Jesus and Muhammad? 0. But by mistake, Muhammad, he mentioned that John the Baptist is a prophet, and mentioned in the Hadith that there's no prophet between him and Jesus. He forgot John the Baptist, as usual, in contradiction and stupid. So where was Allah for the 600 years? He was dead or alive? What happened? I mean, Allah, he keeps sending prophet after prophet after prophet. Allah, according to Islam, he sent 124,000 prophets. Can you name them for me? Sure. Maharaja, Guru, the love Guru, Guru Surugu, Guru, all the Guru of India is obviously. Where is okay? India alone have 400 languages at least, and the Quran says we never send a prophet except in the language of his people. We never, you know. That's mean Allah should send 400 messenger at least to India alone. Where is the revelation of Allah to the Indian alone in 400 languages? And by the way, this is a proof that Muhammad is a fraud again, because Muhammad cannot be a messenger to the people of the Bengal, Bangladesh, India, etc. Why? Because the Quran confirmed we never send, no way, a messenger except in the tongue of his people so they might understand. Do you see it? Do you see it? This is an idiot. His name is Muhammad. He keep making poo-poo. Muhammad is talking, making poo-poo. Muhammad is a poo-poo machine. The more he talk, the more he make poo-poo. Okay, I will go with this verse. If this verse is true, that's mean Allah, he sent the prophet to Japan. And Japanese are not one ethnic. Okay. What is the name of the Japanese prophet of Allah? Muslims. What is the name of the Chinese? There is many ethnic group in China. Remember, it says he never sent any messenger except to speak the language of his people, which means he have to be from the people and he have to speak their language. Muhammad don't speak the language of China's or the languages of China or the languages of India. He don't even know his own language. The Muslims, they say to us, Muhammad do not know how to read, how to write. But we have to agree that there is only one proof that Muhammad, he's a prophet. How we know that? I mean, an angel, he came to Muhammad and he said to him, say ALM, and the prophet, he was able to repeat the 3 letters. I mean, do you know how hard it is? Put yourself in the shoes of the prophet of Allah. And then an angel, he come from the middle of nowhere. He squeezed it 3 times. And remember, you have to be squeezed 3 times. Otherwise, you are no prophet. The squeezing point is a strategic point for Allah. Allah the squeezer. So Allah, he squeezed you, and by squeezing you, he activated the mayonnaise inside you. And then right away, you became a prophet. So look what happened. And look how at the emotion, the guy, when he talk emotion, I mean, they are so good in acting. I mean, what a fraud. Do you really believe what you are saying? He's doing business for the fool.
He's talking to him directly. He didn't say you believed. He said the messenger believed. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. وَهَذَا تَكْرِيمًا لِلنَّبِي عَلَيْهِ الصَّلَاةُ وَالسَّلَامُ.
Allah, he spoke to Muhammad directly. Show me the reference. Isn't it the Muslims say all the Quran sent to him by angel Jibreel? This is Turkey in the stage. And because nobody there to correct him and to tell him, what are you talking about, man? Nobody is thinking, as long as you are praising Muhammad, the praised one, that's what his name is. Nobody object you. Praise Muhammad as much as you make all the lies, all the stupid things, even if it is against Islam. As long as you are praising Muhammad, you are good to go. Turkey. Go ahead, Mr. Turkey.
Even in his presence, he speaks of him in the third person to honor him, alayhi salatu wasalam.
Allah, he speaks about him in his presence in the third person to honor him. Allah is honoring Muhammad. Okay, why Allah is honoring Muhammad? I will tell you why he honor him. This is the reason.
Tafsir mentioned this story, and once again, so with Maria, there's all of these mini stories that are problematic from one perspective, and this is also one of them. And again, I reiterated, it better you hear it from me than from others. And also, this is in the Quran, so you can't really.
You better hear it from me better than others. Who is the others? You know the answer. And this is also in the Quran. So Allah, he honored Muhammad for what? Read carefully.
Like, this is a verse in the Quran. It is reported in Tabari that, and many other books of tafsir, that one day Hafsa went away and she was not going to be at home. And so the Prophet called Maria to the house of Hafsa. And it so happened that Hafsa returned earlier than she was supposed to, and she saw Maria leaving her house. So she became extremely enraged and she became irritated with the Prophet ﷺ, and she said that, Ya Rasulullah, is that how much, how do I translate this, respect you have for me, or is that what you think of me in my house and on my day? And so the Prophet ﷺ continued to placate her and calm her down, and she basically was very emotional, and until eventually she made the Prophet ﷺ promise to never ever see Maria again. And the Prophet ﷺ said, I have made her haram for myself.
Okay, hold on. So the wife, she leave the house. Muhammad, he called the slave, the African slave, which have no choice to say no or yes. Hey, come to the bed, take off your panty. Muhammad, he jump on her. The wife, she come earlier than supposed to be. Come. She saw her. She said to him, in my bed. You see, this guy is a liar. He's not even quoting the correct story. She said to him, in my bed, in my house. في بيتي وعلى سريري. In my house, in my bed, you are effing the women. For sure, Allah will honor his prophet. He is an effing machine. I mean, you have tons of wives. The wife, she leave the house, you ask different, why? Because he want to change, you know, they are like candies for him. They are like, you know, Muhammad, he changed shoes, you know, this is how women for him. So for sure, Allah will honor him. This is why the Quran have a verse speaking about Allah giving him opportunity to F anything he want, except nowhere in the Quran it says you can F your servant. Nowhere. It says Malakatul Yameen, which is the one you own them from war. If you ask the Muslims who gave Muhammad permission to have sex with Mary the Court, some of them, they say to you, even they lie, they say, oh, he married her. That's a lie. I can show you the fatwa right now from your scholars saying he never married her. She was just a concubine, a kind of a cucumber. So Allah, he honored the Prophet. You need to show the reference. What do you need to show the reference? It's in front of you.